Next up is XO, Only If You Say Yes. We have listened to this song, but I haven't looked at the lyrics yet. Not the lyrics. I haven't looked at the songtell stuff about it to see what this song really is about. Get into the minutia of it. Is that a word? Minutia? I don't think that's a word. Also, want to remind you, I'm not sponsored by this. I know it seems like I am because I use them every time, but you know, sometimes you just want to you want to do things. Anyway, EXO, Only If You Say Yes by ENHYPEN is a playful and energetic song that revolves around the theme of young love and romantic conquest. Yeah, I knew that from the beginning. The lyrics convey a sense of urgency and desire as the singer encourages her love interest to engage in a romantic encounter by saying EXO and kissing them, but emphasizing that the other person should not reject her advances. The repetitive use of EXO and Kiss Me in the chorus suggests a sense of longing and the desire for intimacy. The lyrics don't say no and just say oh, highlight a one-sided plea for affection where the singer is seeking reassurance and confirmation from their crush. I knew that from listening to the first time. You repeating that EXO say yes or don't say no and stuff is literally them saying, hey, don't say no, but also I need to be reassured that you have to, like, this is on you. This is on you, my dude. I forgot, I lost my plot. The use of simple and direct language creates a sense of immediacy and innocence, reflecting the impulsive nature of young love. Yeah, when you use simple language, it makes it feel very young. The song captures the excitement and vulnerability of a young and budding romantic relationship where emotions are intense and unfiltered. The lyrics encapsulate the thrill of chasing after someone you like, the fear of rejection, and the hope for a positive response. Overall, EXO, Only If You Say Yes by ENHYPEN is a catchy and relatable track that celebrates the roller coaster ride of emotion that comes with a youthful infatuation and the pursuit of love. I agree with a lot of this. I got those feelings when we listened to this the first time, but maybe now that I have this in light, I maybe will see this in a different way, or maybe the same way but more emphasized. Only one way to figure that out, and that's by getting to the song. Once again, we're back into ENHYPEN's EXO, Only If You Say Yes. We've listened to this before. It's got that very electronic EXO chorus, but hey, maybe looking at it in a different light, we might see something different this time around, now that we have it in the full package of the album. I know this has captions. I need to get better at remembering that. Also, apologies for my face looking like trash. It happens every now and then. I do think going from that very ethereal Moonstruck song to something way more grounded into this song, because yeah, you still have that like that reverb and stuff that's happening, but this is much more grounded. It's much more electronic. It's much more forward in the vocals. So it's a good contrast to what we just got into. Especially because this is much more bouncy in their percussion. Especially just listening to these vocals here, that da-da-ba-da-bum-bum-bum. We've mentioned that before. Having that very staccato, is that the word? The very, I don't know what the word is. I'll think of it later. I think it's staccato though. The very pointed lyrics is much different than the very drawn out lyrics of the song beforehand. Great harmonies in that. I mentioned it in the original reaction. I like that in this chorus, even though they got rid of most of the percussion, they still have that keyboard that's playing out and whatnot. And on top of that, that might even be chorus. That might be pre-chorus. Anyway, I like that they add the keyboard onto that to keep that motion up, even though they only have like one beat that's happening. Especially because you need the motion, because on that pre-chorus, you didn't have the stuttering happening. You just had them drawn out lyrics. In this case, though, we have the percussion that's following along. You have the da-da-da-da, but once again, notice in this part, when they don't do the stuttering, they have the keyboard in there as well. It's nice. It's a great, like, marriage of sound. The moon has also been a big symbol in this. I'm not saying because there's a giant moon on there, but also the first song was called Moonstruck. I know during Brought the Heat Back, you also have moon imagery. My assumption is it's because they have, like, in their whole thing, like the Dark Moon anthology or something. So the moon is like having, the moon is very a symbol in their music. Do I know all about it? No. I need somebody to enlighten me on the ENHYPEN lore. This is much more bouncy. And I think it's because they have like that squeaking that's happening in the background. It's barely there and it's not there anymore. It's a nice build. It's a nice building of a sound. That's the end, right? I have been playing this song recently. School started by now in the classroom, and students really enjoy this one, from what I've noticed. They say it's catchy, and I'm like, you know what? It is very simple. It's very simple, which makes it very catchy and everything. So yeah, I think leading from Moonstruck into this was very good. It was very smart. This one is much more grounded. It's much more simple. It's supposed to be simple because it's supposed to be like a very young love type of thing. It's very, you know, here's a piece of paper, check yes or no sort of thing. And I think that works very well. However, I hope we get more spooky and dramatic in at least one of these songs. I hope we get strings and I hope we get piano, not just keyboard. I want actual piano. So let's go into the next song, shall we?